princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the RiRe Air Fit Lipsticks. I had one of these sent to me for a review from YesStyle back when they were doing those like monthly boxes that they sent out, and I actually really liked it. It's the colour that I'm wearing at the moment, which is a really nice rosy kind of colour, and I really like the formula as well. So I decided to pick up the other four because why not? I already had one. And they're not super expensive either. They're about $5 US, so not going to break the bank, but there are definitely some things about them that are questionable. So for these lipsticks, the product description says, Air Fit lipstick with a texture that is applied thinly and lightly for long-lasting colour. So the packaging of these products is very underwhelming. It's extremely boring. It does have a nice velvety kind of feel, but otherwise it's just a red tube that has RiRe written at the bottom. Still don't know how to pronounce that brand. The problem is that they all look the same. So they all have the same top, they all have the same bottom. You have to look at the bottom stickers to figure out which colour is which. And honestly, I just do not have that much time in my life to go through looking at the stickers all the time. So I much prefer when I have lipsticks that you can immediately tell what colour they're supposed to be just by looking at the outer rather than looking at the bottom, because I have a lot of lipsticks. And again, I just don't have time to go through them all the time. There are 5 colours in the collection and they are all really pretty colours, although they are somewhat of a muchness. Like, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the colours anyway when they're on the lips, so I feel like they probably could have branched out more into some different colours there. So the first shade is called L01, which is a dusty rose kind of colour. So this is what L01 looks like. I think it is a really lovely colour. It's a little bit more pigmented than my lips would normally, but it's a very natural colour for me, so I do get quite a lot of wear out of this one. So this is L01. L02 is another dusty kind of rose colour. This one is a little bit more pigmented though. So this is L02. It's another dusty sort of rose, but this one is a bit more of a pink tone than the other one is. Having a little bit of trouble with rolling these up and having them not roll down, so this one just totally fell out. So I guess this is quite nice. You can see how much product you get, which is really very little. Don't know, yeah, no, that snapped off completely. Fabulous. Let's just prod that back in here and hope for the best. This is the one that was sent to me for review by YesStyle as well. What I can do is I can actually use like a little lighter and heat up the bottom and melt it back on, but I don't know how committed I am to that. Seems like a lot of work. It does have a really nice texture. It is an Air Fit lipstick that does feel very lightweight on the lips, has a matte finish, and it doesn't feel very drying, so I really do like the formula. So this is L02. The next shade is L03, which is one of the red colours. So this one is kind of like a brick red, which I don't mind, but it is not my favourite of the reds. I think it's kind of like almost like a brown, yeah, brown or brick red. It's just really, really pretty colour. It's just not my favourite. So this is L03. The next shade is L04, which is another red, but this one is the orangey red. I don't usually love orangey reds, but I think that this one is actually quite nice. It's more red than it is orange. It's just in comparison to all of the red colours, it's what I consider the orangey red. I think that the colour is really beautiful and it looks really nice on my lips as well. So this is L04. And then we have lastly L05, which is another red, but it's kind of like a more like berry red. This is my favourite red out of the 3. It's not particularly like pinky berry coloured really in that sense, but it is more like a pink red, which is why I think of it as like berry red. I know that it's like the worst description, but if you're thinking about like the difference between the 3 reds in the collection, number 3 is your bricky red, number 4 is your like orangey red, and then number 5, which is one I'm wearing at the moment, is like the pinky red, or like the more classic red. With this one I feel like it's a very Christmassy kind of red. I think it's really pretty. So this is L05. So overall for the RiRe lipsticks, I feel like these are a really nice formula. However, I feel like I just do not need all 5 because the colours are not that different. I feel like L number 1 is really nice because it's a lighter pink, and then L2 is a really nice sort of like nude middle pink, and then L5 is my favourite red because it's that like rosy red. The other 2 reds in the middle I just don't really have that much time for because they're more of a bricky kind of red, and I just don't like them that much. I do have to say that the quality of the lipsticks is not that great either, because one of them did break straight off from the tube and it wasn't even fully wound up or anything like that, so that's not great. Not terrible, but not great. But otherwise they do apply really easily, they feel nice on my lips, and they last somewhat okay throughout the day. I would say that I could get a good 3 to 4 hours without drinking or eating and they will stay really nice. However, they do dry my lips out eventually, so I will get like a ring of dryness in the center. I can negate that a little bit by reapplying the lipstick, and it does feel really nice because it's a light moisturizing sort of feel in the lips. However, if the lips are already dry, it's not probably going to look that good. So all in all, I feel like these lipsticks are really nice. They do have some really good points, and then there are some bad points. Like for me, the packaging just really throws me off the entire thing because it's so annoying to me that there is nothing about them apart from those stickers on the bottom that lets you see what color you're supposed to be picking up. That is just frustrating to me. But other than that, the formula is nice. The colors are boring but nice. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I feel like this just isn't a standout product for me at all. But they're nice. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!